Do you know the status of legalizing medicinal marijuana in Texas?
Well, all I know is that one of our state representatives, I think last session, introduced a bill that didn't get, I don't think it even got out of committee. I'm pretty sure, I don't know the exact status, but I'm pretty sure that they're over the next maybe a session or two on down the road, somebody's gonna file a bill. Now, whether they ever make it out of the legislature is another question. Then you got to get Greg Abbott to sign it.
Do you think there are any possible ramifications to consider before legalizing it?
Sure. Of course, you know, the legalization people say that it's not a harmful product. The people that are against it say that it's highly addictive, that it's more addictive than alcohol, but less addictive than tobacco. So it fits between two addictive substances, two of which are legal. I guess the question is what consideration. That's one of them. The other consideration is it's still illegal under federal law, even in the states where it's been legalized or decriminalized for marijuana. Colorado, Alaska, Washington, Oregon. The federal government has been directed by the president not to prosecute any marijuana cases in those states. Yeah, and Colorado's struggling with it right now to decide whether or not any detectable amount of THC in your blood system is per se a violation. Well, Arizona's dealt with it already, and they say that it's not. You've got to prove that it reached the level of intoxication. So there's a lot of I guess consternation going on with the regulatory authorities and how to prosecute and how to detect people that are driving. So that's an issue that's, so far as I know, has not been resolved, but it is a consideration.
With that being said, you know, there are positive effects it could have on crime. Do you think the negatives would outweigh the positives?
Well, as far as the positive effects on crime is if they decriminalized it, then you're going to basically eliminate a whole group of otherwise people that be prosecuted. It's pretty apparent that society is now, at least a certain point, is accepting of the use of marijuana for recreational whatever. I think there's not much of a controversy that it does have medicinal benefits. I think there's some, even in Texas, we've allowed doctors and pharmacies to provide the cannabis oil for certain maladies. And I understand seizures, epilepsy, stuff like that. I think as far as the cost outweighing the benefits and the effect on criminal justice, I think it'll clear out a lot of cases that we otherwise would have.
Right. Do you think legalizing just medicinal marijuana in Texas would be at all effective in edging out black market trade?
No. I think what's going to edge out the black market trade, we've already seen it, is just decriminalization. A lot of the cartel in Mexico that were providing the marijuana, they've already swept over and they're changing and going into other substances now. It's had an adverse effect on the cartel, and those of us that's been to criminal justice have predicted this for years. If they were to legalize drugs, decriminalize them, and then it would probably put the Mexican cartels out of business. But as far as if it would, I guess your question was, would it be a benefit? Yeah, it would be a benefit to those domestic producers.